Hi, this is Eric Solomon, and I've got the Win Early Pick-5 preview for Monmouth Park for this Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. Do keep in mind the weather forecast on the East Coast, not the greatest this weekend. Cool weather, a lot of showers, so the one race in the sequence, race 4, that is scheduled for the turf, I have handicapped both ways. There's 3 other races on the card scheduled for the turf, so be prepared for both scenarios there. I've got a $42 ticket today, and I feel pretty good about this ticket. Let's go with race 1, $10,000 maiden claimer. I think the 2 favorites are the principals in here. 1, Hotel Charlie, is an Irish shipper. Ran poor last time out, going a mile. Kind of showed a new dimension, going to the lead and then just fading. Drops back to a 6 furlong sprint and takes a pretty good drop in class from state bred 25,000 maiden claimers in New York to 10,000 maiden claimers here. And then also the 2, Super Wise, was 5th in the slop last time out. Definitely is better on a drier track. That may or may not be the case this week, but this is a softer group for the 10,000 condition than you saw last time out. So those are the 2 that I think you need in race 1. Race 2, again, kind of chalky. Confectioner was an 0 for 15 maiden before breaking through in start number 16 and 10,000 maiden claiming last time out. So you got to wonder, did the light bulb go off? Because he's had several decent efforts, and many of those efforts will look good enough to contend at this level here. The Main Danger, Church of Many, second off the lab, just caught late last time out at this level. And then the other horse that I'm going to put on the ticket is the 5, Wally Pop. Had really good form at Tampa, just hasn't really been able to show that here. I think the 5.5 furlongs is a shade too short for this horse. Was a little too far back last time out, left himself with too much work to do. But you know, if you can get back to that Tampa form in the 3rd race off the layoff, certainly would be a player in this race. Race 3, this is a race where I just kind of threw my hands up, and I think to me, I think the way to go is hitting the all button. This is a New Jersey bred maiden special weight for fillies and mares. There's 3 horses. If you are paring down, there are 3 horses that are all making their second time start. I think those are probably the 3 that I would go with. My top pick is the 4, Palmtini, making the first start of the year for Rory Houston. I like the race last year. Works are okay. Also looking at Sunny Ridge Jamie and the Tiger Lily, but again, to me, there's a pretty evenly matched horse. There's 3 first-time starters. None of those horses have to be world beaters to win this race. To me, hitting the all button, maybe hoping to grab a price here. And I think we can be a little bit more conservative the rest of the way out to make this an affordable ticket. Race 4, this is the turf race, so I've handicapped it both ways. If this race stays on the turf, whether it's on the turf or dirt, I'm going to use the 4, Moment of Stardom, Louisiana bred. Watched this horse 3 races down in Louisiana this year. Last 2 have not been the greatest, but the debut was really good on the grass, and this is a definitely drop in class to the 16 maiden claiming from Louisiana bred maiden special at the fairgrounds. The dirt race, the only dirt race for this horse, I can just draw a line on through that race. Started in post 10 and off the turf race. 6 wide in the first turn, 7 wide in the second turn. I kind of call it a parking lot trip because this horse was closer to the parking lot than to the rail that day. So I'll draw a line for that. The pedigree definitely leans dirt, Star Guitar. So I want that one on the ticket. And this horse could offer a little bit of value on either surface. On turf, give me the 10, Hasty Tourist. This horse had a solid effort while sprinting on the grass at Belmont. I do caution against, because this horse has got a lot of changes going on, adding blinkers, adding Lasix, going to 2 turns for the first time, and also dropping in class. So I never like that many changes with a favorite, so that's why I do want the other horse on there as coverage, but this is a soft group, and this horse makes a ton of sense here. On the dirt, I'll trade the 10 for the 1, use Awesome Launch. Solid dirt efforts. 4th last time with much better. The winner, Anti-Gravity, went on to win an allowance company last week, is nominated to the Haskell, so one of the horses that did receive the invite, so could be a local representative 2 weeks in that race. So obviously that's a much better field than what he's up against here, so certainly makes a ton of sense on the main track. If we can get through those 4, that takes me to my single in race number 5, 5,000 multi-condition restricted claimers. I'm on the 4 as my single, Max Revolution. This is a horse that's been sprinting lately, but this horse is much better at 2 turns, and actually 3 wins and 4 starts at this distance. Had a real nice run with 3 straight wins at Finger Lakes, all at 2 turns with similar type horses. Last two have been decent while sprinting, but again, going to 2 turns I think is going to be the key to this horse. Not a lot else in this race. I think Max Revolution will get you home in the race 5. That's how I see it. 10 race card today at Monmouth. Maybe pack an umbrella if you're heading out to the track. Good luck to everybody playing.